Everyone, Mr. Whiskers back, the shoe review for you guys. This is geared towards people that are looking to get into running. Decided to create some videos here and there talking about different shoes that I've ran in or that I currently run in, just to give some feedback, to give my opinions on the shoe, to kind of talk about what they're meant to do and how I relate to them with my body, and see if it's beneficial for you. So we're going to go ahead and get into today. It's going to be the Nike Zoomfly SP. So just aesthetically, for me, I love the shoe. I love the way it looks. Nike, pretty much their big thing is Volt. Even though all their boxes are orange, a lot of their running stuff, Volt is something that is their signature trade. So this shoe right here came out a few years ago when they started to try to do the Breaking 2 marathon. For any of you that don't know what that is, it's when Nike set up a campaign to try to be the first runners to run a full marathon under 2 hours. So fast forward to this year, that finally took place with one of their athletes. So initially for me, I do love the shoe. We'll kind of dive into some of the specs. So first thing you probably notice is this woven mesh up here. So it's not your traditional mesh. It's called like diamond woven mesh, which is going to be a little bit stronger. It lets it go see-through. It's pretty breathable. So for me, I don't have problem with my feet overheating in it. It just kind of gives it a different look. I also have some Zoomflies that do not have the woven mesh. That's the traditional mesh, which I do also like a lot. It does feel a little bit different on your foot, but kind of depending what you're looking into, it's great. I will say this because it's see-through. I wear a lot of different color bright running socks, so that's definitely going to shine through, which is no big deal, right? But that is something that I do like. I like the big swoosh here with that too. But that's the first thing that really stands out. The next thing that stands out is going to be the midsole. And so this is something that is made from Nike's Lunar Lawn. So it is going to be a big type of cushion. They did design this shoe to be a little bit more ergonomically correct for your foot, to where it is going to feel better on your feet. And so they do have what's called a carbon infused plate in the midsole, which does help with responsiveness. So again, these shoes right here, Zoomfly, they're meant to run fast. So if you are looking to get into running, if you're looking to increase your speed, maybe you've been running for a little while and you're looking to step your game up a little bit, these were designed for a faster run. With a Lunar Lawn, it does give you that cushion, and with that carbon infused plating, it does give you that response to where you bounce back a little bit more. These are great for long runs. I've run a few half marathons in these. They do help your legs recover a little bit faster. That's the whole goal of these. For me, I do feel that when I do longer runs that these do feel great. My legs and feet do feel great after a run. So that is something to know. Up here with their lacing system, it's basically a type of fly wire, which you kind of see it coming through here. Nike's big on making your foot feel locked in. So this lacing system is a little bit different, to where when you do lace it up, you're going to feel it pretty much tug. So when your foot attempts to come out, the shoe responds with that fly wire lacing to really lock your foot in. The one thing that I dislike about this shoe, the SP specifically, I had to go up a full size run. And I don't know if it's because of the diamond woven mesh, because in a normal Zoomfly, I'm an 11.5. Typically, I wear an 11 in a normal everyday shoe, but in runners, I do wear 11.5s. Most of the time, there are some shoes that I'll wear an 11. But for this one, I tried a 12, and I went to a 12.5, so I'm probably in between. So this does feel big on my foot, which is something I'm not really a fan of. But again, I just can't run in smaller shoes. For any of us out there, we should never run in smaller shoes, even if it makes your foot look big, because none of us want dead toenails. I already have a few of those, so I'm not looking to add to that collection by any means. But overall, I do like the shoe. I like the layout. I like the designs. They have the cool designs on the front. They have different things on the inside to really like track your progress. So I do appreciate that with Nike. But Zoomfly SP, I'd probably give this a 7 or 8. I think a normal Zoomfly is a little bit more up my alley. I'd probably rank that up a little bit higher. I do like the look with the white and the Volt. Great for long runs. So if you are a beginner and you're looking for a shoe, this is the middle of the road shoe. So it's not going to have the least amount of cushioning, and it's not going to have the most amount of cushioning. So that is something to keep in mind. I do think you should start off with probably something more in the middle, and then depending on your height, your size, and your goals, start to adjust accordingly. Go to a local run store, get your gait tested, see how your foot is, if you're a neutral runner, if you pronate, if you supinate, because that's going to impact what shoe you should go with. Shoes nowadays, whether it's Nike or Brooks or Saucony, Hoka One, they make shoes with built-in technology to help correct your foot if you do have a pronation or supination. And so that is something to keep in mind, because running in the wrong shoes can really hurt your feet, hurt your legs, cause injury, and that's something that's really going to prevent you from, one, enjoying running, and two, working towards your fitness goals, whatever those may be. So that's my review on the Zoomfly SP. If you've worn these before, let me know your thoughts below. I would love also if you could subscribe to the channel. As you can see, I'm just starting off. Running is my passion, but I'm also doing videos to kind of help learn how to grow a YouTube channel. So for me, the more I learn about something, if I can talk about it, it does help me understand a little bit more. But typically you're going to see a lot of running stuff from me. I'm involved in a running group here in Arizona called Riot AZ, but I support a lot of different local running groups in town. My hat's from Soul Sports. It's a shoe or a running store out here in Arizona that's phenomenal. So I love supporting local runners. So let me know if you've worn these before, your thoughts, or let me know the go-to shoe that you have that you think would be beneficial for others to know about. Again, it's all about getting people connected and getting people in the right shoe. So the more feedback that we can provide for others that are starting to get into running, the better chance they'll have of getting into the right shoe so they can get out there, get those miles, and enjoy achieving their goals for 2020.